Hello, thanks for joining us for Encore's weekly music show coming up. The Australian singer who's charming the French with her fun pop music, Emilie Gassin, is here to talk about her new album, Curiosity. Alabama Shakes, Sound and Colour is music critic Mark Thompson's album of the week. And Ringo joins fellow Beatles alongside Green Day and Joan Jett in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Welcome to the show, Emilie Gassin. Thanks for being with us. And hello also to France 24's music critic Mark Thompson. Hello. Now let's start with a little bit of love from Emilie's new album, Curiosity.
A little bit of love will never be wasted, a little bit more when I go astray. A little bit of hope will never be thrown, a little bit of you, because you are my own. A little bit of something special will make the world go round, and we will stop to hear a beautiful sound. And it goes la-di-da-di-dum-bum-ba-dum, la-di-da-di-dum-bum-ba-dum.
I love your music videos. They're really fun. Tell us a little bit about that one.
We wanted to do a kind of a parody of old advertisements, I guess, to sell things. And because the song is
it's a little bit Mad Men, maybe, the style.
Yes, yeah, I love that style. I do love that style, and so I wanted to show different ways in which we could sell love, as it being a pill or a box of something or a chocolate, or so yeah, it was great. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And your Curiosity is your first studio album. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. It's like giving birth to something, if we could say that.
You started playing music properly when you did come to Paris. How did you end up in France to begin with?
I was from 16 to 18. I lived in France, or not far from Paris, with my family, because my dad got a job over here, and I finished school and then went back to Australia and started playing in bars, because I decided that I wanted to be a musician. And then 3 years later, so it's been 6 years now that I've been in Paris, I decided to come back and really start my career in music.
And you've turned the tables on a number of French acts who all sing and write in English, and you've actually written a couple of songs in French.
Yes.
Is that something you want to do more of in the future?
I'm not sure if it's something that I would like to do. I don't know if I'd like to do a whole album in French, but I felt like it was necessary to sort of to pay my respects to the French, seeing as I'm here. And
Sounds hard.
It is hard. It is hard to write in French. It's not at all the same sort of style or...
Not at all.
No.
You have supported a number of high-profile French artists as well, like Christophe Maé,
Yes.
and also Robin Thicke, who's obviously American, but still very high-profile.
Yes.
Have you learned anything from playing with them?
The opening acts are always very, very important in becoming a better musician. I'd say you don't have much time. The audience isn't there for you, and so you've got to go and grab their attention very quickly. So you learn a lot about yourself and a lot about the audience in front of you, how to sort of capture their attention, what to say, what not to say.
And music isn't your only love, you also love football, and you ended up playing for Paris Saint-Germain. How did that come about?
I did. It's a funny little anecdote. I do have two passions, so sport and music. When I was here, so from 16 to 18, I played 2 seasons with the first division of Paris Saint-Germain, and it was amazing.
It's not something that every singer can say, that they also played for Paris Saint-Germain.
No.
And who are you listening to at the moment, Emilie?
Oh, I do like my classics. I'm a big fan of Feist and Fiona Apple, which I listen to all the time. At the moment, I'm listening to an Australian artist who I had the chance to play with when I was back in Melbourne, back in the day called Ainsley Wills, who's just brought out her first album. So
Okay,
Never listened to
someone.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's your album of the week then, Mark, this week?
Without a shadow of a doubt, it's Alabama Shakes. And if I have got one recommendation, it's not only just go and listen to this album Sound and Colour, it's just go back and listen to everything they've ever made. Everything is just so life-affirming and happy. And they have this great mix of soul and rockabilly. And they made their name in Alabama as a rockabilly cover band. And they took this like lively atmosphere and they've just put it into their album and onto their stage show. But they're fronted by this woman called Brittany Howard, who has been called the new Aretha Franklin, but I actually think she's got more of a Janis Joplin-esque growl to her voice, and it's really impressive and really booming, and everything she writes is so personal and soulful, yet universal at the same time. It's just a really sweet album, project, record, band. I absolutely love them. Let's listen to Future People.
Very cool. That was Alabama Shakes. This week, something more serious now, is the centenary of the Armenian genocide, where 1.5 million people were killed. What's going on here in Paris to mark the centenary?
Well, we have a one-off concert which is showcasing some of the best in classical, traditional Armenian music. It'll be a showcase for turn-of-the-century composers that really defined Armenian musical heritage, such as Komitas. But also, we've got a performance of Mozart's A Requiem in D, and it's a really nice mix between the Armenian World Orchestra and some French-Armenian musicians, and it's all being put on and conducted by a French-Armenian composer called Alain Altanoglu. He says that it's actually going to be a really nice way of remembering those who lost their lives.
All this orchestra is constituted with only Armenian musicians. So of course you have people that never saw each other before, they just met now, like 1 hour ago. But you have also people who knew each other from a very long time. When they were a child, they were together in the Yerevan Conservatoire, for example, and they didn't see each other for 20 years. And now today they are together again to play the music for this anniversary, the birthday of the 100 years of the genocide. So it's very, very moving.
And that concert is on Tuesday, the 21st of April at the Châtelet Theatre here in Paris. And the ENCORE team have been to Armenia for the 100th anniversary of the genocide. And you can watch our special show here on Friday, the 24th of April. Now, finally, we're going to Cleveland, Ohio, where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has inducted 8 new artists, including the final outstanding member of the Beatles.
Yes, poor Ringo. He's always been the butt of every Beatles joke pretty much since he joined the band. He's released 18 solo albums, believe it or not, but even this feels a bit of a sympathy vote in. For example, John Lennon wrote Imagine, George Harrison wrote While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Paul McCartney, Maybe I'm Amazed. Ringo, it's a little bit harder to find that song that sort of sticks in your head when you're thinking about him. And on top of this, Paul McCartney, when inducting him, was talking about a song that Ringo did actually sing for the Beatles, which is With a Little Help from My Friends. And part of that was a song written by McCartney and Lennon. And a lyric is, what would you do if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? And they got Ringo to sing it. So I think that's pretty much...
Poor guy.
Exactly. But there are some more artists that probably deserve to go in. Joan, Jett, Green Day. My favourite, though, is Bill Withers, who's a man who really locked into the industry and then blew it away with 3 or 4 absolute classic songs, and then just walked away when he felt he'd had enough, and he felt he was being commercialised and his music wasn't what he wanted it to be anymore.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mark. That brings us to the end of the show. Today's guest, Emilie Gassin, is going to play us out. This is Curiosity Killed the Cat from the new album Curiosity. Remember our website. We're also on Twitter and Facebook. There's more news coming up on France 24 after this.
There's a tune coming from somewhere, and I follow, curious. My mama told me Curiosity always gets the better of us. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Let's get out, do what we'd like. Stay up all night. Curiosity may have killed the cat, but it won't kill me. Oh, let's get out, do what we'd like. Stay up all night. Curiosity may have killed the cat. It may have killed the cat. It may have killed the cat, but it won't kill me. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. It won't kill me. Yabba-dabba-dabba, 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 yeah, 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 yeah.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much.